putting on YouTube live. Welcome YouTube! Hello. It's Ame here again with yet another dev stream. We're working on Shadows of TUONELA. Just one more week time. One more week until Christmas break. So let me just go ahead and check the... Mincy! Checking out Mincy! Mincy! With a fat 4 months. Thank you, Mincy. Kiitoksia, Mincy, todella paljon. Arvostan. Thank you, Mincy. Big support. Big support from a big person. Big-hearted person. That's the Christmas spirit we're looking for, guys. Thank you. Me tullaan arviointiseuraksi. Jos tarvit jossakin kuule apua, niin me ollaan täällä. Alright? Me ollaan täällä. Tervetuloa vaan kuunteluoppilaksi jälleen kerran. All right. Let me put some copyright-free music on the background, so it's not as sad and quiet. That's better. Put it a little bit, be a little bit quieter. All right, so we gotta figure out what the frick is going on here. So I think the problem with this now. So I have everything here, and I think they are fairly similar to what they were. I believe the problem we're facing is that I used a filter to recolor it and not actually like recolor the assets. And I think probably the easiest solution that I can come up with is to take this color and color the parts basically. Or like actually color them. I think that might be the easiest solution. What do you guys think? So I'm gonna take this color, this fairly black, and we're gonna take this mask off. What are the options you get for filter layer right click? Let's see. So there's a lot of things. Convert to paint layer, convert to transparency mask, convert to selection mask, add clone layer. Hey, Tinky Winky, how's it going? How's it going in YouTube? Good to see you, YouTube chatter. Welcome. Hey, we're doing a multi-stream, Tinky Winky. If you want to see the other people and to chat with them, head over to our Twitch, but hey, you can be there as well. I'm gonna take good care of you, alright? I'm gonna take good care of you. Welcome. Where are you from, my friend? Hello, YouTube. So yeah, I suppose we could do a paint layer. I have no idea what paint layer is. Is it better? Is it better? Let's see if I convert it to paint layer. Yeah, not seeing any obvious way to apply it. The Netherlands, hotverdomme. Hey, big salute and greetings from Finland. Suomi. Yeah. I love the Netherlands. Been there when I was 18. Me and the boys, we went to Amsterdam for a week. Loved it. Obviously, we were stoned, but that wasn't like the half of it. We loved the people, loved the city, loved your vibes. I think the Netherlands is actually the land of the free. So the US is always like, we are the land of the free, and then they're like stroking their cocks. Sorry. That's very that's too graphic. Sorry. Sorry for that, guys. Okay. But the point is that I think the Netherlands is actually the land of the free. Yeah, Chris says Tinky Winky. Let's go. I like this guy. You're stoned every day? Yeah. I gotta say, I'm a little bit jelly. So if I add it as a paint layer, it's gonna fuck everything up. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually... So by the way, Tinky Winky, welcome. Have you seen my video? We are developing a game called Shadows of TUONELA. It is old MMORPG inspired PvP dueling game. Art style is somewhere like Don't Starve-ish, Cult of the Lambs, and the gameplay is gonna be like RuneScape Classic meets something, you know? Yeah, you've seen it. Nice. I really respect that. You were a RuneScape Classic player. One of us. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this, and then I'm gonna try to see what happens if I paint on top of it. So let's just, okay, so if I paint, it doesn't go as black as you would have guessed, but I'm actually doing it on the filter mask. Let's try to do it. Why can't I delete this? Okay. Let's try to paint on top of this. All right, so that doesn't work. Can I like select these? Select visible layers, all layers. Then it takes everything. I am bad with this software, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm pretty bad with this software. Yeah, RuneScape Classic. Oh man, I love the game. So basically, can I like select visible layers? What now? What happens now? Doesn't let me do anything. How do I like Marats and Wiedelush? Good morning. How are you, my beautiful people? Wiedelush from Germany. Amen community, COVID is greeting. No, really? COVID? Shit. I'm sorry to hear that, Wiedelush. It seems like you've been suffering enough. Don't you think? Feels like you've been suffering enough. All right, I'm gonna be asking ChatGPT. I know this is kind of lame, but so I'm working on Krita. What is the best practice when I want to recolor my basically my sprite assets? So I'm looking to color only the sprite and not the background. So I suppose that I need to add a mask, add some sort of selection. And it seems that Unity's PSB importer doesn't support filter masks. So I gotta recolor the assets themselves. All right, so that's there was a question there in between of the lines. Did you dupe any firecrackers? No. If you're talking about RuneScape, I was PvPer. I was the PKer. All right, so recoloring sprite assets in Krita efficiently while keeping the background and touch can be done with these best practices. Use layers and transparency. Separate the sprite from the background. If your sprite and background are merged, use the select opaque feature. So they're not merged. If needed, cleanly erase the background, use erase to transparent background. No work with transparent canvas for sprites while exposing. Yeah. To recolor with selection, isolate the sprite. So we can do a magic wand. Feather selection. Export without filter mask. Since Unity's PSP importer doesn't support Krita's filter masks, apply any mask or adjustment directly to the layer before exporting. Right-click on the layer with the mask and select Apply Mask. Save the modified sprite as new PNG file. Okay, so maybe that works. Maybe that works. Tinky winky, me too. Nice. We are like two peas in a pod, you know. That's I'm getting this vibe, you know. But I really loved RuneScape Classic. And did you know there is actually a private server still going on? I played it for a little bit, and it was still a lot of fun. Okay, so what ChatGPT is saying is that there might be There might be a way, guys. There might be a way. So I have this filter. And what did it say? Like apply mask? Like what? Right click on the layer with the mask and select apply mask. Okay, so I'm not seeing that here. I'm not seeing that. Convert, no. 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 How do you... How... Marats is back from the maternity clinic. Wanna buy some snow? Damn right I want. Damn right I do. Try to click the layer with the head graphics. Add. Okay, you can do a separate there. I'm not seeing any relevance here. New layer, flatten image. There's not like apply. Krita applying mask filter into the layers themselves. Something like this. I don't know. How do you add a mask filter to filter layer? How do I add filter to a layer? With filter mask, we can example make it cost like, yeah, we can. Unlike applying a filter to a section of a paint layer directly, filter mask do not permanently alter the original image. Yeah, I want to alter it. How do I alter? Krita altering an image with a filter. Maybe is that a thing? Is that a thing? Like I want to actually change the images. How is this so difficult? On the point now, try selecting both layers and choosing merge. Alright, so I'm gonna do this now. We're gonna merge. We're gonna cut, copy, paste, remove, duplicate layer, new layer from visible. Select, group, toggle locks, add. Yeah, there's no such thing. Merge with layer below. Duplicate layer or mask. Merge with layer below. But hey, Marats, maternity clinic. What's up? Do you have a kid on the way, or do you already have a kid? What's happening, Marats? What's happening? What's happening, my friend? What's going on? I've got the world to show. Yeah, so that doesn't work. On the point number 4, are you the kid? That's actually a good question. On the point number 4, where you said apply mask, there isn't such an option. Can you elaborate? You're right, Krita doesn't have a direct apply mask. No. Well, what the fuck? Please. By the way, this is the thing with ChatGPT. If they have an error, on the like tips ChatGPT is giving you, they will probably say that you're right, and then they will continue to bullshit you. That's my experience. Like if you call them out for being wrong, they're either gonna be like, yeah, you're right, and then they're gonna give like more horrible advice, or they're gonna double down like, no, it is there, just keep on checking, and then it's like, no, it's not, and they're like, oh, you're right, but there is blah 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 blah, and you can't really argue ChatGPT. Okay, it doesn't have a apply mask. Instead, Krita has a simple workflow to bake, filter, mask, or any other mask effect directly into the layer itself. Okay, how do you do that? select the layer with the mask. Yeah, right click with the mask attached. Convert to paint layer. I think we did that. And it got rid of the transparency. Alternative, merge masks and layer. If you prefer to keep things simple, you can also right-click the mask in the layer's docker. Select merge with layer below. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so if I just press the filter, it doesn't have the merge with below. If I press this filter, it doesn't let me do that. What if I look at layer or mask? New layer from visible. What if I copied this mask and deleted this and put it to this one? Okay, now it's there. And now it doesn't really do anything. Do we have layer merge with layer below? Let's say layer. Not really. So you can add a paint layer. I thought someone stole toy butterfly from trolley. Seems it was under everything else. Just restored. So why is this so difficult? So I can obviously copy these as merge them, and that doesn't really help because I need the layers separately. Okay, so convert to paint layer. So right click the layer with mask attached and then convert to paint layer. Let's see what happens. If I think we already tried this, and that just fucks it up like very impressingly. That just fucks it up impressively. Alright, so Unity PSP importer doesn't include filter masks. Fails with mask layers. Let's see if we can find a conversation about this. Okay, so there's nothing. PSP loses quality loss. Unity PSP importer and filter masks and filter masks. There's not really. I gotta go. Got look on your game. Hey, good luck. Thank you, Tinky Winky. Was nice seeing you. I hope we see you again. If you're using Twitch, make sure to drop by. You're gonna get a little bit of a better viewing experience, but was nice seeing you. All right. Hotverdomme. Sorry, that's the only Dutch word I know. That's the only one I know. Yeah, there's not much happening here. PSD importer. Keeter is installing Krita to help me out. That's really nice. Yeah, so this is fucked. So do I actually need to like do the thing that I... Do I actually need to do that shit? Right click the mask, select merge with layer below. This is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Okay, so let's try the different thing then. So what if we say no to this? What if we say no to this? And instead, I am gonna select these, all of these layers, and we're gonna do a selection. I don't know what is the like best practice here. Select visible layers. Now it selects everything. Like I don't want. Select all. Show global selection mask. What? Select. I have merged with layer below and it works. What? What? So you added a new duplicate layer, or you added a new. I can probably just copy this. So you did it with this. You added here. I have a new filter mask now, and you had a merge bit with. You had a merge one here. I have a Elohiri. I have a live mouse in my arm. Feels bad. Feels bad. I don't know what to tell you. So I have this filter mask. So apparently I have it on every one of these now. I wonder if I created like a I did a filter layer. And what if I added another group? What if I added another group? This would be like the parent to rule them all. This would be like parent. And then this would have no. Fuck you. So is there a way to like make this outside? So I want this to be inside here. Oh my god, why is this so bad? Why is this so fucking bad? It's so unintuitive, like it hurts me. Like I created a new shit and it just went under here. Like, okay, please. Okay, now I'm just adding some new shit again because I don't know how to use this. Okay, let's add a new group. And it goes inside. Why does it go inside? It has no reason to go inside, does it? I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. Okay, now it's at the top. Okay, can I put these inside the group now? Alright, now they're inside. Alright, fuck yes. Okay, this is gonna be parent. What if I add a filter to this? What if I added a filter to this? What does it look like? Filter. Oh, probably not gonna change a thing, is it now? I'm just doing the same thing again. No, it doesn't change anything. Yeah. So add a filter mask. And we're gonna colorize this into black, so saturation, I think we did like 60. Alright, now we have one to rule them all. This is one mask to rule them all, basically. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. What if I have this all on? Duplicate layers, man. New layer from visible. So if I convert this, doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything here. Let's just go back. Let's go back. Okay, so can I select these in a really handy way? So can I like... Okay, so let's do this and do an inversion. Invert selection. And what if I just paint now? What if I paint? What if I paint this? And we're just gonna go black, opacity. Doesn't do anything. Why though? Okay, so yeah, that works, but what if I change the opacity to 50? Alright, that works. That works. So it's only on the front, so it's... What? 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 All right. So what if I just take this and make this black? Okay, now it's not doing that. I have tremendous problem, chat. I have a tremendous problem. Like I have a selection, but it doesn't do anything. Like it just paints on the behind of it. Maybe I have the inversion. Let's try that. So invert it. Maybe now. Okay, so I have the let's just hide everything else or something. I'm only gonna paint on this part. Alright, so that's black. Then on the robe. Doesn't let me do it. Now it has that ugly thing. Probably because I have everything else selected. Let's do new selection. So now I have this selected, or do I? Invert. Okay, so that is black now. What is the keybind for this? Doesn't have one. Next we're gonna do hand. Invert. Oh, that's black. This is handy, guys. This is very handy. Alright. I suppose the legs can just be whatever they were. I suppose the legs can be whatever. Okay, so let's see. Did we succeed in coloring this? Delete this. Okay, so I think we kind of succeeded. Maybe this is the way to go. All right, so let's take this now. We're gonna do selection, hide the front, enable the back, and invert it. So it's Control Shift I, very handy. Very handy. Invert. Invert. There it is. Invert. All right, so that should be it, I believe. Tinne Puppy, this is one of those, there's gotta be a better way. Exactly! Holy shit, Tinne Puppy, this is the worst. This is the fucking worst, I tell you. But it seems to be working, and I honestly couldn't find a better way, so I think we're gonna do one of these skins this way, so that we get somewhere. But hey, how's it going, Tinne Puppy? Good to see you. Okay, so let's do the side. There's gotta be a better way. There is Steve. Or Kenny. Can't remember. I think it was Kenny. Alright, so that's that. Then this one. Invert. Right. That one. Invert. This one. And that. Alright, so I think that's it. I think that's it, probably. I've been watching for 30 minutes now. I have no idea what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to recolor my character with ease. And it's turning out to be anything but easy. Okay, so I think that's it, basically. So this is the black robe set, and it's black now. Yeah, this is the opposite of easy, my friends. So we're just gonna, I think we're gonna just save this, and basically we should see that it is different now. So black robe set PSD, and then we have black robe setting to the PSD importer. Black robe set. I think this is it. I think this is it. All right. So what is the best practice here? Spread to the that's right. Not again. Not again every day. All right. Let's see what it looks like now. Do we have moderators? I'm gonna ban him myself. Get the fuck away. Can't you just do that in Unity with filters? I could probably do it in Unity, but if I want them to be like actual items in the game, like this is gonna be a different skin inside the game. I don't know if we can do it in filters. Maybe, probably you can, but I have no idea where to like even start looking. So that's the issue. I don't even know where to start. But hey, Vaka, good morning, good day, how's it going? Okay, so let's actually go into the sprite editor and see what we have. So we have skinning editor, and we should have more things than here than we are seeing. So I think we're actually missing the yeah, we never changed it to PSB, did we? We never changed it to PSB. So let's delete this and create a PSB out of this. And did that work? No. It's now a PSB.PSB. Alright, let's try that. Now it's a PSB. And we still have color. Very good. 2048, please. Apply. Apply. Now we have layers and we can import the hidden layers. Very good. Now we should be able to see everything. Yes. Yes. Now we have everything. Now we have everything. Do I need to rig this again? Do I need to rig this again, or is there a better way? So I have black coloring now. Can you like... You can probably copy rig. Copies the bones and mesh data in the current selection. Let's see if we go inside here. So we should have the bones in here, right? Yeah, so we have the bones. Can we copy this? We're copying this. Let's see what happens. Now if I go here into the skinning editor, what if I paste the rig? I think it probably didn't work because... Oh man! That is a big raid from Booyah Grandma. Oh my god. Booyah Grandma. I'm just gonna give you a shout out. That is the least we can do. That is a big raid. Oh my lord. Does that work? I think it works. I think it does. Good morning. Oh boy, that is a big raid. If it was a passenger in one of those airlines, it would need like a row of seats. Maybe even the whole plane. If you know what I mean. Good morning, how's it going? How did the stream go? And welcome. We are working on our old school MMORPG inspired dueling game, and we have made big leaps in how the game looks. I'm gonna just show it to you. You don't need to hear me yap. You can just watch how it looks like. All right, how's it going? Stream was pretty good. I got lots done. Nice. That is the best feeling. And it turns I'm having some null ref. So let's see if the game starts. It does start. Nice. So we have created something here as well. I'm gonna do something for you. So this is the new character name. Look at our guy. T-Reno or Treno, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. So we have a really funny looking character. I don't know if you were there when we created this, and we have a little bit of a side animation, and we don't have the like a north going animation, but that's all right. And I added a sword into the game. It's going to the hand of the character. You can switch it fairly easily. It's starting to look like a game, you know. It's starting to look like a game. Yeah. Looks great. Thank you so much. So hey, welcome everyone. My name is Ame. I am a 32-year-old baldy from Finland. I've been developing this game basically since I think since September or something like that. So I think we're talking about, let's say, September, October, November. And now it's December, so I think we're closing in on 4 months. 34 Baldy from UK. Hey, that's a hell of a trade you got there. I like you already. How's it going? Welcome. Good evening, Finland. Super Chew is there. Hey, nice to see you, Super Chew. How's it going? Baldies unite. Damn right. We have a saying in Finland. In the Finnish language, we have this saying that empty shed needs no roof, and yeah, that's basically like my logic when it comes to kill the NPC. Yeah, so I'm kind of like purposely trying to avoid the combat because it's not very good. the combat isn't very good yet. I haven't been working on it all that much. So basically, we started the project with recreating kind of like this RuneScape Classic, which is the inspiration to this game. And you can see the RuneScape Classic character still here. But now we've been working on like reskinning the game, make it look like our own. And we're kind of still in the process of that. And we do have these old characters here, and you can kind of fight. But yeah, the combat isn't really good right now. I know. The combat isn't really good. Yeah. So just hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Yeah. So we're probably gonna lose to the bot who isn't even looking at us. And yeah, that's some. Yeah, there it is. There it is. This game is still in like early alpha. We're trying to release an alpha version of the game by the end of January, and it's gonna have a better combat. It's gonna have a better combat. Well, the basic idea is the same. You're kind of like looking at this lottery of a combat, but point I'm trying to make is that just hang in there. This is a work in progress. All right. But hey, good to see you all, the beautiful Booyah Grandma's audience. Please do drop a follow if you care about these kinds of things. I like to chat with people. We like to talk about stuff. We talk about gaming. We play games ourselves a little bit. And I used to play a lot games like Overwatch. Recently, I've gotten into Path of Exile 2. I played it for a little bit. What else? Yeah, we played Marvel Rivals. I used to be a really competitive gamer, but then I got old, and I don't wanna fight like kids half my age anymore. All right, so that's why we're making our own games. That is the arc we have going here. That is the character arc. Not so sweaty. Yeah. This is. I can make up my own rules. You know, there's not gonna be anyone complaining about the rules because I make the rules. Well, that's not true. There's gonna be people complaining whatever I do. Okay, so what we're trying to achieve right now is we're trying to bring new bots into the game, and I just recolored our character into this black robe version, and now I'm trying to figure out how do I copy the bone rakes. So basically we have this old character, or this is the character we're using as in the game, and I think the problem why it didn't go well, would you look at that, they are actually they're actually named exactly the same. So yeah, I have these three versions of the character. One is from side, one is from front, and one is on back. And they're all kind of like put to the same bones. And this is the way we get this fancy asset swap going. So we only have one set of skeleton, but we have these different angles of the character, and we can just swap those sprites to get this cool looking 3D skeleton moving, and we can animate that, and it's actually kind of nice. But apparently I can't just copy this bone set into this new version of the character, because if I paste it, we don't really have anything going on. We don't have bones. So I need to figure out what's up with that. Unity 2D, basically like bone copying or something like that. Copying and pasting. Like, how do we even go about this? Copy and paste skeleton rigs. Like this is the stuff I want. After you set up your animation skeleton bone white for your characters, you can reuse the setup for other characters by using copy and paste commands. Currently, these commands only affect sprite data, only associated to a sprite that can be transferred between different character setups. To copy a sprite's data, simply select the sprite and use the copy command. And if no sprite is selected, all the sprite's data currently in this area will copy it. To paste a sprite's data on a sprite, select a sprite that you want to paste data on and use the paste command. Sprite data can be pasted onto another image source. You can also choose what data to paste on the sprite by clicking the paste button. Okay. So we can paste the bone data. I haven't seen. I wanna like. How do I see that? Like, oh, it's actually here on the bottom. So we are pasting bones and mesh. There. Yeah. Okay. So I'm taking. This was my issue. This was an L on my part, or, you know. So I didn't realize that it brought this new window on the bottom. I was like pasting and then something happened. I was like, okay, was that it? What was that it? But no, we actually got this new window here. And that actually looks really good. So we have front character. That looks pretty good to me. We have back. That looks pretty good to me. And then we have the side. Yeah, that's right. Now, it seems to me that the weights are not there. Let's see if we do auto weights. All right, that's better. It's definitely better. Yeah, Ilpo is probably like he's typing. He's typing like, oh man, holy shit! Don't you get it? You're right. You're right. I didn't see it. Whenever I do something right the first time, I use all my day wondering how did I do that, and then you can't do it again, you know. Okay, so we have these weights now. And if I move this, okay, so it turns out it moves everything. Why does it move everything? Can't I just, okay, move this? Oh, that's not right. Why doesn't it let me move the bone? Why doesn't it let me move the ball? Well, I think we're just gonna try this if it works inside the game. So we're gonna be applying all of this. And basically, I wonder if this is the way to go. I wonder if I just could have... I might be doing this all wrong now, because I have a feeling that we may be able to do this shit straight in here. So this is basically the character that we have in the game right now. And I have a feeling we might be able to just abuse this library asset. Let's see. So inside head, so we have front, back, side, basically. I wonder if we... Let's rename this. Can I rename this? This is gonna be front default. And let's just put it on. Yeah, I think it can be default. This is gonna be back default. Let's just copy paste this. And this is gonna be side default. And then we're gonna do like front black. And let's do a couple of these. And this is gonna be back in black. Any AC/DC enjoyers in the chat? And side black, and just test it out. So we're gonna be... Can we bring in the black stuff now? I think we can. We have a lot of legs, by the way. Oh my god, we have a lot of legs. Add a Jack Black there as well. So front black. Black cat had a heart attack. Alright, so I think that's it. And then we're gonna do black. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. I don't know if I should have imported anything. I wonder where it got its like data from. So we're gonna take the back. This is gonna be this. And then this is gonna be the side. Alright. Now, let's save this. It's on autosave. I think we can just go here and change the asset now. It's actually... wait. What's going on? What's going on? Why doesn't the head have a category? Okay. Yeah, I can change the... I can just change it here now. Yeah. Never mind. So there it is. I can just change it to black now. It's very good. I wonder if I even had to do it like the way I did. I think I might be able to just bring in the set pieces as PNG or something and change them here. I don't know. I could be mistaken. I could be completely mistaken. But let's do this. Let's do this. So we're gonna be adding more stuff. So let's do torso. So these are gonna be called front default. Wait, what? Front default. It's gonna be. Why are they changing? What the fuck is happening? Your front default, back default, and your side default. And we're gonna go front black. And then we're gonna go back black. And side black. And we need the front torso. And the torso from back. And lastly, torso from side. Nice. Then the same on arm. Front default, back default, side default. So this is going to be very important for the project, obviously, because I want there to be a lot of different equipment. And we need to have a fairly simple and straightforward workflow in bringing new gear into the game. And this is basically what we're doing right now. So we're gonna do front black, back black, and side black, and find them. So front black, I think it's this one. Back black, back black, back black, back black, back black, black black, back black. I don't know which one is it. Is it this one? And then the side. I have a lot of duplicates in my project. It's kind of a bad thing. I think we need to clear it at some point. And then on the side, so maybe something like that. And then left arm. Yeah, this is a little bit of a annoying part, but what you're gonna do? It needs to be done. Do 3 new ones. It's gonna be front black, back black, side black. The naming convention could be even more precise, but I think that'll get the job done. So we're talking about left arm now. From the front. I don't know. I don't know if it's... I think it's this one. Back. Which one is it? This one. And slide. Probably that one. No, this one. Okay. Right leg. These are the same. These, like the legs don't change. That's a good thing. So we don't actually need to do anything about those. So now we have one different set. Cool. Cool. So this is the character. Let me think real quick. You can see the small icons for reference on the original ones. True. So yeah, you could argue that are these the same? I think this back is different actually. So the back is actually going to the right way. I think it's this one. And the default looks different as well. They are like 20 pixels, yeah. So we're talking about side. And I think it's this one, yeah. And the left arm, let's see if we are matching here. I think this one is different. So we're talking about this one, I think. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. So we should have all the different color variations now in here. This is the torso. For some reason these have reset. Don't know why. Right leg, left leg, okay. Now, so we have this. This is kind of like the common character that has all the different variations to the sets. I suppose. Now, what would be the best practice to kind of like change them around? I think we're gonna need some. Like like equipment changer script that is gonna be handling to it's gonna be handling the switches. Yeah, I 100% you can. So it's called, I think it's sprite resolver. So let's see how do we use using sprite resolver in code. Let's see. Let's see. So sprite resolver, there's nothing really happening here. Labels are not strings, they are floats, cause well Unity. Anyway, I know I will find ways to make everything in layers of animators and update the parameters in the edge of a script. Okay. There's surprisingly little. Surprisingly little. Recall the animation, yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a leak here. I am bursting. So, few minutes break. I think I'm gonna brew some tea or something. Be right back. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I grabbed some ham sandwiches. You wanna see what I got? Ah, look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna get the energy we need. But I kinda wanna focus on eating for just a little bit. I don't think it's gonna take long. Very old line. Very nice. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh shit, there's new landmarks. Oh shit. Gotta listen to that at some point. Let's see what Pellular News is talking about.
Sponsored by Squarespace. Okay, welcome back to the news, everybody. Today, it's fairly important. We've got to dive deep into Valve. So, a judge has just made a decision that opens Valve up to a truly humongous liability, and I mean that financially. So, Steam's got a very dominant position on PC, and whenever you're very powerful, people start to look at you just a little bit differently. Now, one of the things with Steam is, of course, their 30% revenue cut, and worldwide, be it Apple, be it Google, we're actually seeing storefronts come under a little bit more flack. In this case, though, well, the 30% was completely disruptive whenever Valve were taking on retail 20 years ago, but worldwide, stores are under attack, and in this case, well, they're not just under fire, they're under Willfire Games and Dark Cat Studios' lawsuit. This has been going on for a bit, and those studios are arguing that the 30% cut is only possible because Steam is effectively a monopoly. But the thing that matters today is their case just got bigger. That's because a judge has just granted class action status to it. And that actually means that every single US developer, publisher, whatever, who's paid Steam since 2017 could get a piece of the pie, right? That is a insane amount of liability. For context, Steam made an estimated $4.3 billion in just 2017. And in case you haven't noticed, Steam's only got more powerful since then. So that is a lot of potential payout money. Now, what's particularly damning in this case are these internal Valve emails. These surfaced as evidence against Valve in that case with Willfire Games. And what the emails basically show is Valve saying to developers, right, keep your prices the same everywhere or else you cannot sell on Steam. Now, the thing is, when we initially looked into this case, we all looked at the Steam documentation and we thought, based on the docs, that it only applied to Steam keys, right? And that kind of seemed reasonable. I mean, the idea that Valve would let a developer generate a whole bunch of Steam keys, sell them in some other person's store, undercutting Steam, and then that Valve would distribute that game, that did seem really absurd. But if it's not keys, if it's not only keys as those emails suggest, well then we actually do have a bit of a different situation, and that is even more important because of the class action status. But here's the kicker, Valve can make changes before they are forced to, and we know that Valve are actually okay making changes because they have made a whole load of them, right? Already they have special arrangements with larger developers. So the question is, what will cost them more? A class action lawsuit that could target billions and at the very least just waste everybody's time with legal bullshit? That, or them changing their store fee structure? There's a lot to talk about today. We've actually got to dive into some new details from their Battle Pass change that have only really emerged on a closer reading. There's a lot. Valve are in a mood for change, and that's why they should also visit today's sponsor. Where, you know what, I challenge you not to have fun, and that's because it's Squarespace and their easy-to-use site builder and award-winning templates, plus their new features. Honestly, they just make it feel like you're building your website, but it's like the fun of building a Lego kit or something. It's so good. So they've got this overarching set of features called Design Intelligence, and that's their mix of tools that are all about helping you access their 20 years of design experience. And it starts off with Blueprint AI. So what you do is you just answer some questions, and then they actually walk you through an interactive design system to build your own template. As an example, when I was younger and starting off, I didn't really know what a good font looked like. I didn't really understand color theory. I never learned those things. Squarespace actually helped to teach me those things. It's all curated and designed so that you can basically get the aesthetic that you want everything will be cohesive and it will look pro. It's fun because it's actually something where you get into flow state and you start learning. So from there, of course, you can iterate on your copy and your content. It's all seamlessly integrated. And if you've been overwhelmed building a web presence in the past, or you just want to quickly start and have all your bases covered, they are made for you. And what's amazing is their core platform is always growing as well. They have now got native video support, and that means that you can have a gorgeous video player, you can have a video gallery layout, and it's all interoperable with their e-commerce tools. So look, whenever I first needed sites, Squarespace was my first port of call because they made it easy. I was a Squarespace user and customer before they even got in contact with us. So you can get started today at squarespace.com/bellularnews, right? Once you've done that, you can check out Design Intelligence, you can build your site, you can just start cooking and have fun, and then use code BellularNews for 10% off your first purchase of a site or domain. The most recent story is, of course, Steam just dropping the new Season Pass guidelines. We talked about them in a previous video, but there is something that we've since found that's fascinating, and it's buried in the fine print. So it says that Valve will only allow Season Passes for partners with a well-established relationship and a proven track record, which does sound fair enough, but for Valve, that's actually kind of tricky, because in practice, it does mean a furthering of Steam's two-tier treatment of developers. From the consumer end, you think of Steam purely as just a big marketplace that runs on its algorithm, with Valve not really being that involved. It is actually not like that. Valve have a lot of, they have one-on-one relationships with publishers of various different sizes. Now, this whole thing with the Season Passes was likely kicked off, at least we think, by Paradox Interactive. That's because they were just a really big example of screwing around with those Season Passes, mostly with City Skylines 2. So the question then is, City Skylines 2 violated those policies. Will Paradox Interactive lose their Season Pass privileges? They absolutely should, based on those rules. So if they don't, we definitely should be a little bit skeptical or concerned. Now, I am willing to say that maybe Valve will do a short grace period, right? So the companies can make changes. What we'll be telling, though, is
do you guys know what he's talking about? What is the season pass and City Skyline? What is that shit? I don't know any of that. Do you guys know? What is he talking about? And by the way, isn't City Skyline made by a Finnish? Yeah, Colossal Order. Yeah. What is this Season Pass controversy? What are they talking about? This is a PSA. What is PSA? Prostate specific antigen? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. What is PSA? Do not buy the Season Pass. It will not carry over the DLCs. Please don't do what I made, a mistake that I made. If you buy the Season Pass from the store, add the DLCs to your library, then they will become free for the remastered versions. What? Public service announcement? All right. So it's not the prostate exam. So what is the controversy here? Tiedote, joo, kiitos. What is the controversy? So City Skylines 2 falls short in comparison to its predecessor by not including fan-favorite content from DLCs, leading to less satisfying gameplay mechanics. Skylines may lock behind expansion packs the content that should have been included at launch. Exclusion of beloved features like park area tool, full control over building universities, and diverse erasure. Okay, so what? So there's been countless DLCs. Many of these packs expanded the game, sure. Got new cosmetics and features. Then there's City Skylines 2, and they are not included. Has taken a step back. Many of the fan favorite content is nowhere to be found. Is this fair? Like, is this really fair? Like, if City Skyline 1 had a bunch of fan-made stuff, and there were some DLCs that gave quality of life and new features and stuff, is it fair to kind of like expect that they are implemented straight away to the to the sequel. I think it would be nice that they were there, but can you really expect that? Vaka says that specifically Steam now requires developers include a complete list of all DLC included in the season pass, a basic description of the content included in each, and an expected release window of at least a quarter of season and year expected. All right. So season pass doesn't include DLCs. Is that the kind of like the controversy here? I don't really get it. Players are viewers at Skylines 2. City Skylines 2 first DLC went down so badly that it's free now, and the city builder devs have delayed the next expansion to focus on fixing everything else. Let's see here. So players are offered compensation. Yeah. I have heard, like, the only thing I know about this is that I think people didn't enjoy the Skylines 2 as much as the first one. That's basically all I've heard. Heavily criticized for its performance issues, so it didn't really launch well. 6 months on, team behind it has now issued an apology regarding its recent beach properties asset pack, which launched last month, tempting players to experiment with waterfront buildings. However, with overwhelming negative rating on Steam, it's clear to see it didn't go down well. Oh, that's rough. Syksyn vikat kokeet korjattu. Ei, vitsi, onneksi olkoon. Nyt kuulee, nyt nautiskelemaan. Jalat pöydälle. CEO Developer Colossal Order Mariina Hallikainen. Mattias Lilja said the team rushed out a DLC in an attempt to make up for the disappointment surrounding the base game. We asked for your patience and support, and you've shown those. In return, we let you down. All right. We're truly sorry. So they launched the game like in a fairly bad state. So that's kind of 2020s. That is pretty modern gaming to you. Continuing, the team explains that along with the change the beach properties to be free, those who bought it will be refunded to the extent possible. What does that mean? What does that mean? So yeah, you bought it for $10, but we're giving you only $4 back because this is the extent part that was possible. However, those who bought the Ultimate Editions, which includes the Beach Properties DLCs, won't be eligible for this. Damn. Instead, Ultimate Edition owners will be given 3 radio stations and 3 creator packs worth $40. All right. Going into the future, the team wants to make immediate and meaningful changes in the way we approach the game's development on our communication with you. Yeah. Yada. Yeah. So that's kind of rough. I hate to see it. It's a Finnish developer. Would love to hear what happened behind the curtains. What changed from the City Skyline 1 and 2? Did the dev team change? Is the publisher now involved, or what's going on? I don't know. But apparently there's some season pass controversy as well, but that didn't really include it.
Prison Architect 2 has a season pass because basically that'll tell us, have Paradox been slapped in the wrist, as they absolutely should be because of the way that they ran things. Now, the deeper worry here is the 2-tier ecosystem, and Valve need to worry about this as well, because even if it's not malicious and it's just based on them having limited resources, only giving it to partners who are a bit larger, it risks giving ammunition to the people who are trying to crack Steam open. That's why Valve should care. The point here is that Valve do not have to be a malicious bad faith actor to get in trouble. So a small indie who violates these rules, who doesn't have direct personal access to Steam, well, they should be treated the same as Paradox Interactive if the rules are fair. So if a publisher can plead their case to a Valve contact, say Paradox getting a grace period and being able to continue as normal with their next game, but with the personal assurance, we won't do it again, Gabe, we're sorry, then that is actually not fair whatsoever. And you might be thinking, Michael, why are you talking about this being 2-tier? Well, It quite literally is. And that's not least because AAA games already play by their own set of rules. Look, there are many differences in Steam, but I'll tackle the big one, and that is money. So Steam's 30% revenue cut has got a large impact on the industry and what games are even financially viable. And that's because it's not only 30%. So let's dive into this. Here's how it actually works. If you make $10 million of revenue, you're up to that amount of money, you'll be paying 30%. Between 10 and 50,
I didn't know that.
25%, and beyond 50 million, you are paying just 20%. Now, you may look at that and think, okay, it's only 10% of revenue. But remember,
that's a lot of money.
Revenue is not 10% of profit. For many indies, that 10% of revenue, well, that could actually be the difference between profit and loss, or a 10% profit and a 50% profit, because, yeah, profit ain't revenue, you know how it works. Now, of course, Valve says that this exists to reward the successful developers who contribute to Steam's network effect. But let's try to do some maths here. Not all games...
Yeah, this is kind of... I think this is always kind of fucked up. Like, I get it from Steam point of view. Majority of the games published on Steam only probably cost them money. It only costs them to put on some lousy simulator game that somebody made over a weekend. It's just gonna cost them, and to basically they need to host them and keep all the files and keep it downloadable and keep the page running and stuff like that. You know, it's not gonna make them any money. It might not cost them, but it's not gonna make them any money. All right, so it makes sense for Steam to reward bigger games and bigger studios that create them the majority of money. This is similar to Twitch's policy. So bigger partners get special treatment. They get better share of subs and whatnot. It makes sense. But then you can kind of, like, if you think about it in an indie developer point of view, it's kind of handicapping you, and it's kind of like putting a strain on your success. You know that you're starting off, you're releasing your new game. It's only gonna make so much money. Like, it's gonna make maybe a couple thousand, maybe 10,000, maybe 20,000, and you've been developing the game for quite a while, and then Steam takes a big chunk of it, and then there's other taxes and fees and whatnot. So you're gonna bank like 40 to 50% of the money you made, and that is a big chunk of money. And I think it would make sense for the marketplace to make it easier for indies so that they can actually grow, so that they can actually like continue their business. I think that would make sense. Like, maybe it would be like I don't know. It's just, I can see this killing a lot of agencies and killing a lot of companies before they even get anywhere. Kari Koira, Sea of Stars oli konfi, palus Nessi ajolle. Joo, Sea of Stars was a fairly big disappointment for me. I actually played it. I think I played it for like 10 hours, and it got old. Holy shit, it got old. I think the writing just stopped being interesting. The game just stopped being interesting after the couple first hours, and it just got so repetitive and kind of childish, and I think it needed it caught itself. It caught it like I don't know. It's just the game didn't keep being interesting. That was my reason for stopping the playthrough. I think I stopped at 10-hour mark, and it just felt like the game wasn't really moving anywhere. It was just the same.
Are the same, and I don't know about you, but
I loved it.
I'm tired
the
of
first
it all
hours.
being the $70 AAA games that dominate everything. So for a $20 indie game, you need 500,000 sales just to start seeing the 25% rate. Meanwhile, if you're doing Call of Duty at $70, $70 minimum, that's like what, 143k sales? Very easy. So you can see the problem here. This tiered system that they are running with the payment split heavily favors
first
the big
one was fun from start to
who
end.
can basically charge.
I haven't actually tried that.
Indie companies can't, despite Valve's claims about supporting breakout indie hits. And the thing is, they do. I mean, you don't have to get your indie game into flipping GameStop or something. But the real kicker here is that Valve and the price fixing or sort of price controls that they're accused of implementing, well, those are actually a little bit damaging here on the indie game front when combined with their cut. And that's really a lot of what the Wolfire Games lawsuit is about. So if you want to sell your game
Xbox
cheaper
Game Pass,
elsewhere,
okay.
say a DRM-free version that is not a Steam key, maybe it's on your own website and it's just via Stripe, and you're basically saying, hey fans, you can buy our game, the money will go straight to us, and it's the biggest way that you can contribute to us being able to make more games. Well, that would actually get you kicked off Steam per their rules as expressed in those emails presented in that court case.
I get your view. I didn't expect much as it's an indie game. Managed to deal all the repetitiveness to the childhood with Final Fantasy games. Yeah. You're right about that. And to be fair, the older Final Fantasy games, like we're talking about Final Fantasy all the way from like 1 to basically 9, they were really slow games. I replayed Final Fantasy 9, which is my favorite game of all time. I replayed it just a few years ago, and it is super boring at times because the combat is just you gotta wait and you gotta strike and you're gonna wait and you're gonna strike. Like there's not much to do in the combat, and there's a lot of combat. There's a lot of combat in the old Final Fantasy games. So I get it. Like there's the boring factor. But I think like narratively and plot-wise, like the old Final Fantasy games, they have a lot of going on. They have just like a lot of going on. They have mini games. They have all these like fun little things to keep you occupied. And the Sea of Stars, it's just, I don't know. It just didn't have that variety, and it felt like you saw the game in the first few hours. I just couldn't keep up with it. And I think the writing was kind of bad. I think all the characters were fairly similar. There wasn't much character going on. Spagu! And Ice Edge is back. How's it going? I saw something about Epic banning YouTube video making on their games. Really? Is that true? Do you mean that you're not supposed to devlog your videos or games? What? Did you ever play Chrono Trigger? No, I haven't played any Chronos. Something about Fortnite? What is that? Let me know what's up. Got says that the Final Fantasy 6 is all-time favorite, but yeah, so slow and repetitive. Yeah, Final Fantasy 6. I tried playing it, but I didn't really get into it. Yeah, maybe I need to give it another go at some point. There was a lot of similarities between Final Fantasy 6 and 9. Like literally, it felt like the setting and not the setting. I think the setting was the only thing really different. But it felt like it had like exact same characters and kind of like exact same plot in 6 than in 9, which kind of broke my heart because I played 9 first. So obviously 9 is a copy from 6 and not the other way around. But I love 9, so it was like, oh, no, what is this? It feels like exactly the same. Oh, 9 also has a place in my heart with nostalgia, yeah. They started banning some videos about Fortnite tournaments or something like that. Not totally sure. Huh. But hey, as I said, how's it going?
And then there's the bigger fact that Steam is so large that you need to be there, right? You literally are not going to be financially viable if you are not on Steam. Now, that's not because Gabe set out to make an illegal monopoly and, Gabe Newell is an oil man of old. I am not making that claim whatsoever. It's just that Steam is actually such a good product that you cannot ship without using it if you want to be financially viable in the industry. And
yeah, it's just a simple fact that Steam is a superior product, superior service to customer. That's what it boils down to. Is it the best experience for the publishers or the game devs? I think you could make the case that it is, but by far it is the best product for customers, and that's why customers are there. It has the biggest legacy. It was basically the first marketplace, and it has just like pumped all these nice features, and gamers love it. That's the biggest reason. Tired, could not sleep this night, been awake 24 hours. No, SSHE. Hey, you hang in there. Hang in there, buddy. And soon you will be able to crash and you can sleep for 12 hours plus. All right? Just hang in there.
That is what will make a regulator think, we should take a look at this. Now, obviously, Steam does actually quite a bit to earn its money, to earn its 30%. It certainly, I would say, does more than the Epic Store or many other storefronts. You've got workshop support, trading cards, algorithmic recommendations, which will drive you sales, and big picture, Steam's audience, I mean, paid with exposure is a bit weird. Don't do that. But in this case, the Steam audience is so goddamn big. Yeah, you're going to get more visibility and you are going to make more sales, even though the 30% does exist. Basically, that stuff is all so awesome that you cannot go without it as a developer. And that can end up being a problem whenever Valve's pricing rules mean that other storefronts are not able to compete in a way that will help them be more price competitive with the customer. And if you want me to put a number in that based on like actual numbers from actual games that I know but can't really tell you because confidentiality, you're looking at like 95% of sales being on Steam, at least by revenue. It's absolutely humongous. Now, we cannot forget the environment that some of these changes happened in. As an example, it used to be 30% for everybody, but then Valve introduced new pricing structures just before Epic Games launched their 12% cut, which led to one hilariously fiery email from Tim Sweeney where he basically was like, you assholes are trying to be the good guy with your 20% off and blah, 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 look what we're doing. It was a really good Tim email. He's a funny guy. Anyway, you and I felt the sting of Epic Game exclusives because it meant that we couldn't get games on the platform that we actually liked using. But what actually could spook Valve was not the Epic Game exclusives, because Valve knows their power. What could spook Valve is losing the AAAs, and by making that change, going down to the 20% cut for AAAs, they shored up their AAA position. And as any AAA who decided to leave Steam would find out, you can't not be on Steam, even if you have a AAA marketing budget. Now, the PC gaming landscape has shifted dramatically, and for so many of us, it's actually way better as consumers. Every major publisher is flocking to Steam. Ubisoft, EA, Square Enix, even the console giants. When both Xbox and PlayStation are publishing first parties on Steam, you know that something has changed. Now, there are holdouts, right? Rockstar stands apart, but they're making Grand Theft Auto. They can basically do whatever they want. There are a few others. There's Battle.net, there's Hoyoverse, there's Riot, but fundamentally, PC is Steam. And even when the most powerful players in the industry feel like they have got to go to Steam, again, if you're a regulator, you're going to look at that and have a bit of a think to yourself. So with this, it's no surprise that the indies are actually suffering here, because Steam is not as indie a place as it used to be. Remember when Steam sales could fund a small studio for a year fairly easily? That's less the case. So here is a assessment from Mike Rose. Mike Rose runs an indie publisher. Here's a quote from him. When the Steam summer sale happens, it's absolutely AAA all the way down that have paid for those slots. It used to be the summer sale would make us a year of burn rate. Now it's a nice little spike. And from actual data that I can see, yes, I do actually think that Mike Rose is right there. It certainly squares with numbers that I've seen from games on Steam. Now, the 2023 top sellers actually tell this story. There is good news. Breakout hits. We have Sons of the Forest. We have Lethal Company.
Yeah, I think this is actually a really good point they're making. So big publishers, big companies are buying their slots in all the bigger Steam sales. I think that's 100% rigged. But then again, yeah, what's Valve gonna do? Valve's gonna do what gives them more money, so that makes sense. I think it really comes down to if you're an indie dev and you're taking part of these big sales and events and whatnot. I think it really boils down to the wish lists. Is it rigged? Are they buying slots? According to this video, yes, they are buying their slots basically. I think it really boils down to wish lists. If you wish list something as a customer, as a gamer, it's gonna get buffed and boosted in your Steam marketplace. So I think, and you get an email. So I think the wish list is just the simple, most valuable thing, really. As far as I know, Steam algorithm is revenue based. I don't know. I don't know more about this, but I think it could be a autocorrelation thing. Really, is that the bigger publishers, bigger games are gonna get more exposure because they are bigger, and it looks like they buy their slots, or they actually buy their slots. Like it's probably hard to like say for sure which one is it, because there's a lot of correlation between the two. But this video is kind of like letting us know that, or letting us assume that they buy their slots. Yeah, but you need a community for getting wish lists, but or a lot of money for advertisement. Steam really needs to do something for indie games, like a separate page. I think so too. Whenever I'm looking at, like, is there a sale happening right now? Is there actually a sale happening in Steam right now? 7% concentrate wish list to customer. Yeah, but at least you get like your game out there when you have people wish list your game. Like your game is gonna show up somewhere. So if we go to store, let's see. Is there some festival right now? I don't think there is. So for example, like here, featured Red Dead Redemption, very big game. The finals. Is this still a thing? Well, anyway, it's a big game. War Thunder, yeah, very big game. Strinova, I don't even know this, so this might be a smaller team. I don't know. Finnish Cottage Simulator, this is definitely one of a smaller game. So props to Steam. Rainbow Six Siege, very big game. I think it's from Ubisoft. Then we have Cyberpunk, very big game. First Descendant, big game. Hunter, I think this is indie. It's $4. That's pretty good. I could actually buy this. Maybe I could buy this. Huh. I think I'm gonna buy this. Is this any good? Very positive. Yeah, I have $4. I think I'm gonna buy this. Because I used to play like a lot of. I used to play a lot of these hunter games like when I was a kid, and they were all the same, but I thought they were fun. So let's actually. Why doesn't it remember my information? I'm just gonna buy this game real quick. All right, there it is. I'm gonna try that at some point. Yeah, so I just bought that. Finnish Cottage Simulator, Beaver Logic, how's it going? Damn right. Stalker 2, big game. Team Fortress 2, old and big, and Valve, so yeah. World of Tanks, big game. Balatro, this is another like, yeah, it's a top seller, but it's an indie. It's been free on Epic many times. Oh fuck. Well, I bought it. No spending animation fund. Yeah, I had $4 on my Steam wallet, so I used it. Vatsky says if you're interested in how those work. Oh shit, 25 minutes. Steam visibility, how games get surfaced. All right, we're definitely gonna watch this. I'm gonna put it on. Hey, somebody has joined. Or not? I don't know. What the hell? I'm gonna put it to here. Very interesting videos. Thank you, Ice Edgy. Balatro almost won Game of the Year. I think it should. I think it probably should have won. But yeah, it's just interesting to see like what games pop up over here. And I can tell you, none of these have anything to do with my wish list though. Like I'm not seeing any wish list here. Like I actually have Hades 2. Like why the fuck are you recommending Hades 2? I have. Well, actually, I don't have it, so my bad. Garnet has it, and we're using the family view, so I'm actually playing it on her account, kind of. But yeah, there's like none of these are in my wish list. Why doesn't it show the wish list games? Yeah, that's kind of trending among friends. Virtual reality updates and offers. Huh. I think it's kind of weird that it's not really like, if I want to see my wish list, I need to go over here. And as you can see, many of them are in sale. Like even Talos Principle, I would love to play this, is minus 50%. And it doesn't really show up there, so I need to separately find them. Yeah. Steam sends email. Yeah, it does. And I do keep track of that. And I think that's probably like the single greatest feature to indie devs is that if you get people wishlisting your game, Steam is gonna email the people when your game goes on sale or when it gets released or when you release something. So I think that's one of the better, you know, like features for indies. Steam's Palatro, people often read those. Yeah, I don't know. I read mine as well, at least.
AAA dominance. Mike Rose's analysis puts like half of Steam revenue coming from the top 1% of games. So when the maths works out that well for Valve, why would they change? And that's where it's interesting.
It's true.
Everybody praises Steam as an indie platform. It has got a great many strengths. But with numbers like these, should we not be asking for more? I actually think we should, especially because they are dominant. And taking a look at Apple, taking a look at Google, all the other stores that are having major international or, you know, like EU or, you know, American bodies bearing down on them, I think Steam better start making some moves quick so that they're making changes that they have designed and not ones that regulators are strong-arming them to do. Just glancing headlines, I think you'll also know that the unit economics of indie devs are in large part...
Beaver Logic, how are you, by the way?
The video,
are you finished?
They're screwed. Of total revenue that you see in your Steam dashboard, you can expect to actually get like half of that. You know, there's Valve's 30%, you're going to have to deal with taxes and many, many, many little things, and that's not even taking into account the publisher's cut, because this entire industry is geared towards the last people seeing any of the fruits of their labor being the actual developers who made the thing. It is Steam first, Gabe always wins, then it's publisher, and maybe the developer will get something. And that...
Yeah, it's a kind of a lousy world we live in right now, is that we reached the point where it doesn't make sense to create products. It doesn't really make sense to create products. It makes sense for you to own the marketplace. Like that's basically what we've come to. Everyone wants to own the marketplace. Everyone's just trying to create their own marketplace where they will fundamentally abuse and kind of like hold all the strings. And this is very, very evident in crypto market. So crypto is still something that is very much undiscovered or unsettled or whatnot. So everyone's trying to make their own marketplace. Everyone's trying to make their own network. Everyone's trying to make their, you know, the next big Valve or next big Steam or next big Apple Store, because that's where the real money lies. And yeah, the competition is actually insane in crypto right now. There's like millions of different sites and millions of different blockchains and coins and tokens and shit. Everyone wants part of that marketplace money.
There's a massive shift between, I'm going to say, gamer/audience and being an industry. And I don't mean that in some sort of like, ooh, we know things you don't. That's like asshole shit. The point, though, is, even as a gamer, you know, when I wasn't like in around industry stuff, I always thought the developers got paid because they sold games. And you'd think that as well. Like, you buy a game in Steam, the developer gets some money from the game. That's absolutely not the case. That may not even be the default or the median. Game developers get paid by landing publishing deals. And if the game happens to do really, 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 really well, then they'll get some money. I mean, I even know an example, and this is a big publisher. You have heard of them. Big indie publisher, you know them. Where you see the developer, right? They actually have to earn back. The publisher has got to receive double the development budget before the dev team gets a single penny. A single penny. That is how stacked against developers and stacked towards publishers and Steam this whole goddamn industry is. Those are the two groups who actually profit. Now, this year has seen a massive die-off in indies, and of course, the industry's financial rule set is a massive part of that. And that brings me to
Yeah, that's. I think that's a really good point as well. Is that all right? So don't make the product, make the marketplace where people can sell the product. So that's what Valve figured out in the early 2000s, basically. They were making the best games, but then they realized like, we actually, this marketplace that we've made is actually like, it's way more profitable. Like we can just stop making games basically, and we can own this marketplace. That's one thing, and then other thing is the publishing thing. So all of the biggest gaming companies basically have either become or they've been merged to publishers. So if you guys remember, like Ubisoft, EA, Activision, all these like different publishers, they used to make games themselves, or to some certain extent, they used to be like like gaming or game companies, and then they kind of stopped being that, and they started like buying out other gaming companies to do. Did EA do that? I'm kind of sure they only released games. Well, they had like these subdivisions, so it was like it was Electronic Arts, but they had like all these different teams that were under EA. I'm not sure what the whole picture is in the history books, but basically all like big gaming companies have either been merged into these corporation publishers, or the gaming companies themselves have become publishers. Like there's not really anything else happening in the like AAA market right now. And it's kind of scary when you look at the hierarchy, and there's been some graphs about who owns what gaming companies and publishers. It's only like a few big, huge corporations that basically own everything. And when Microsoft bought Blizzard and Activision Blizzard, Microsoft now owns like a quarter or a third of all the gaming, basically. I'm old enough to have been a fan of Activision. Yeah, same here. I didn't mind, like when I was a kid, I didn't mind any of them. It wasn't until the late 2000s and early 2010s when the publisher kind of like the negativity came out. And it started off as making games, and then it's the meta shifted in the turn of 2010s to just like bring in more money, basically. Just bring in more money, that's it. Celia, how's it going, Celia? Moro. EA went bad in the early 2000s. I don't know if that's true. Retailia vai hardcorea vai mitä? I don't think that's true. I think like for example, like EA's NHL peaked in like 2009 or 2012 or something like that. So I think EA did great games in 2000s. I think it just became evident in the 2010s where microtransactions kicked off. That's when things went to shitter. They were the first company to force companies to release their games way too fast. Yeah, I think you're right that EA was like the first who lost their reputation. But I don't think the EA hate started that early. NHL 95 last good NHL game. Mitä menee Vaavelin kanssa? Selja. Vaaveli on kuulee jo kohta 2,5-vuotias. Siinähän se vaatii kuule paljon, mutta kyllä se myös antaa. Näin se on vaan kasvanut. Oho, näin se aika menee oikeesti. Activision published Crash Bandicoot and EA published Battlefield 1944. The hate started in 2005 to 7. Yeah, I think that's more fair. Yeah.
Trust in the European Union. They're why we all get to have lovely USB-C ports.
Okay, let's watch this video.
Cheers, lads. But also GDPR. Anyway, to cut a long story short, one bone that Apple, lovely Apple, the Tim Apple threw out to all of us was a small business development program.
Maistuuko se? Musta tuntuu, että sitä hypeä laskenut.
Apple charges you 15%, not 30%. Now that basically, that's under $1 million. So that's 150 grand. Is the difference there. That is humongous.
Yeah, vaikka my knees hurt.
That's going to be multiple people's wages. That is absolutely humongous. But what it also is kind of like Miracle Grow for new companies. Take YouTube, right? A new creator incentive that changed YouTube's 45-55 split, that would be the difference between side hustle and full-time creator for many people who are starting out. Perhaps people who are making content in a niche that isn't humongous, but could be the niche that you personally enjoy. So if it's economically viable for them to do that, you actually, the customer, benefits. And then because they're supporting long-term growth, the platform holders also benefit. Steam, of course, does no such thing. The people who get the worst deal are the indies, the people for whom maybe 150 grand.
I actually think I think this is becoming a bigger thing. I think this is becoming the meta. Is that I think the pirate software is kind of like the end goal of the future game developers. So basically, you can make only so much money from selling your game on Steam or anywhere really. You can only make so many money. I think it boils down to becoming this sort of a public figure really. Like for example, Thor from Pirate Software, yeah, he's got his own game, Heartbound, and it's massively popular, and it has sold like I don't know how many copies, but a lot. But that's basically only because of his stream persona and his YouTube and his social media presence. Like I think in the future, because the market is going to become more and more saturated, you need to become this public figure where you basically have a constant online presence and you get money from all these other places and not just the game sales. Like I think that's what that is what it's gonna boil down to for indie devs in the future. Like there's just gonna be more and more games. The tools are gonna be more sophisticated, which means that you more and more people are gonna get into game development, are gonna release their own games, and there's gonna be AI and shit. And the way to stand out and the way to make money isn't by selling the game; it's by being a public persona, and people can come and kind of like create these Discord communities based off their online persona. I think that's gonna be the even bigger case in the next 10 years. What do you guys think? That's how I see it.
Under $1 million or whatever it may be would literally be a game changer that could allow them to go and make their second game, as opposed to just being, one and done, which is actually most indies. And what that means is that, Gabe, my man, my dude, you have got a chance to do a lot of good, but perhaps in doing a lot of good, you could also save yourself some legal trouble, right? And since 50% of Steam revenue comes from 1% of games, you guys have barely noticed the difference in your revenue. The 30% split, to be clear, does not make Valve a bad company ran by bad people. Valve are actually one of my favorite companies in the industry. I think they're awesome, and there is just that small guy libertarian way of running their store that I fuck with. I kind of like it. But they, I think, need to do more to earn it here. And that's because in a world where the Epic Games Store is a black hole of game discoverability, what Steam can do is, well, it does its best to matchmake your game with someone who will buy it. That is amazing for indies. But the facts are that Steam is two-tier right now. You've got the indies, you've got everybody else. We're able to leverage personal connections with Valve to get things like a daily deal, a weekend deal. Look, you guys may think as an indie dev, you're just like, hey there, Gabe, can I have a daily deal in my game so that I can get some more sales? No, you need a relationship to make any of that stuff happen, right? And that means that for people who are not in the tier of they're talking to Valve on the regular, they're kind of screwed. And if you're wondering why game publishers are actually needed for indies, it's those connections. You see, if you didn't have to rely, or if you didn't have a two-tier system in Steam, you would not need game publishers in so many instances. And frankly, half of them are fucking parasites anyway. And so that's where we are right now. Valve has got better terms, better exemptions for larger players, but a fee that, combined with the price controls alleged by Willfire Games and that are backed up by Valve employee emails, that now are open to a class action, which will, all game developers in America. Those reduce the economic efficiency of the entire video games market at the beginning end. Therefore, Valve, we need a better on-ramp. Perhaps 15% up to $1 million. It would be a game changer for so many studios. Valve, you would get more games. You would get more niche games. You, like the audience, me. we would get whatever strange games we really want. More often, the more that they are financially viable at that lower scale. And that would be great for the health of this industry, because you know what? It is in indies and AA's rising that we're going to get what we want. Not
True.
AAA incumbents, because
True. Very good point. I would love to see this happen, and I think this would make like Steam and Valve the literal gods of game development and game publishing, game releasing. If like I think Steam could just like downright remove the Steam cut from small devs or small studios. I think that would be such a huge deal. Like just remove the cost, remove the cut from the first $10,000 or something. I think that would be so amazing. Like imagine that. So what Bellura is saying is that 1% of games published in Steam make what was it, 99% of the money. That's not hard to believe. 1% is still a lot of games, by the way. So it doesn't really make sense to demand that cut from the 99% of the games that don't really make any money for Steam, as it is hindering and handicapping those small studios. They can never really take off, because the 30% is just fundamentally like it's killing all the profit. I think it would be so cool to see Valve like downright like just take the cut off from the first 10,000, or make it as little as like 5% or something, so that they're like getting their server costs basically server costs basically paid off. Something like that. Revenue-based cut would make so much more sense. Like we already have that for the game engines. Why don't we have it on the publishers? Yeah. I think that would be so huge. That would be so freaking huge. We would see so many new games. Bellwether also made a great game. Steam does a lot of manual reviews. Many indie games that did sell well, but with 30% cut, they only got back what they put in the game. Wouldn't that flood Steam with even more worthless games? Yeah, it would, 100%. There would be a whole lot of new games, and I think it's fair that they asked $100 for you to put your game out there. That's kind of like the pawn, or is pawn the right word? It's kind of like the pawn you're putting to in case your game doesn't success, you know. So I think the $100 is completely fair, and that's probably gonna be paying off all the trashy games. You know, no one's gonna play them, so the $100 is gonna cover that, and because nobody plays them, it doesn't really cost them as much as bigger games. So I think it's Steam is already full of worthless games. Yeah, doesn't the $100 kind of cut it? I suppose, like, I would rather pay twice that so that I would get lower revenue cut. Like, I don't know if that's if Steam is making the case that, all right, it costs us so much to like host all these games that nobody plays, make the pawn bigger, make it $200, make it $300, so not all the kids who have their garbage game can get their game out there. But if somebody is serious about their game, don't take their revenue. Like, I think that makes more sense. Like, if you're gonna increase something, increase the blanket cost to put your game up, but don't take the revenue, because if you take the revenue, that's when you like take the livelihood away. Most indies think their games are good. Like, the whole adult games market is flooded with shitty games. There's a copy of each other's with different looking characters. Yeah, 100%. That's an interesting video from Bellula. I would love to see a world where I don't care if they increase the initial cost to put your game up, But if they lower the cut like a lot, I think that would make all the difference in the world. I think that would make all the difference in the world. All right, so we were basically putting the new sprites in, and I don't know, like I think we can just make a new variant of the character and name it a bot. I think that's basically what we can do, right? So let's go back to this this scene, and we have the player, and this is basically the character basis. So if we put this inside scene, into the scene, put him in there, it's gonna be in there, all right. And we basically rename this into. We need to rename this. Well, let's try. This is gonna be NPC Ice AG. Yeah, Ice AG has been the biggest supporter of this month. You're getting your own NPC now. But I'm gonna actually call this just. I don't know. Should we rename this anything? Ice baby. Yeah. I don't know. This is gonna be called like NPC rigged, and we're gonna make a new variant of it. Let's see how we can do this. We're gonna change this. We're gonna change these heads into the black versions. So this is gonna be black. This is gonna be black front. Front black. It's gonna be right arm black. Side black. It's gonna be side black as well. I wonder if that's correct. I don't know. We're gonna see later on, and the legs don't need to change really. This is supposed to be the front side. This is supposed to be front. What am I doing? Front. And this is supposed to be the front as well. All right. Now we have this going on. We have a black character, black robed character. And now if we create a new NPC out of this, let's see. So we're gonna go into prefabs, NPCs, and I'm just gonna put it over here, and it's gonna be a variant. I think it's gonna be a variant. And now basically, let's remove that. I'm gonna use this old bot as the basis, and I'm gonna unpack this. Should it be the player? No, let's see how this is. So I'm gonna unpack this, and this is gonna be called bot Ice AG, and we're gonna remove this, and I'm gonna be bringing this inside, and let's put these over here, and putting you to the ground like that. And then we're gonna bring this bad boy in. Now we have a prefab that is the bot. Now it has all the components the old bot had. Player avatar transform. Now the movement is different, so we're gonna have to see how it plays. But let's see if we bring in to the NPC manager. We have it somewhere here. The bot prefab is gonna be this new guy now. So this guy. Let's do 2. It's probably not gonna work because the animator is different. But let's try. Let's see what happens. So we should be getting these new bots into the scene now. Let's see what we get. So, all right. There's one guy. He's idling. He's vibing. Can the name be Kari? Sure. Absolutely, if you want it. All right. So the guy's there. Do we have... Hey! It's moving. It's moving. It's not animating. That's fine. That's fine. So we have these characters, but it looks like... Are they really different color? No, I think it's the exact same color, isn't it? Isn't it? So there's something happening. So did I change the players? So what is the player's default color now? Okay, so these are set to none. What about the bots? So for some reason they don't have any categories set. But that is the black, so that guy is having a black. And that is black as well, so I fucked it up. I fucked it up somewhere. I done and fucked it up. Okay, so let's change the prefab. So we're gonna be calling it bot curry. Sure. That's actually a... What is the letter on the top? I think I got it right. It's gonna be bot curry now. I wonder if it should be original prefab then. Yeah, I get why it changed. I get why it changed. It's because we saved the changes on the... Yeah. Okay, so the problem we are seeing is actually that under the player we have this guy, and we changed the shit here, didn't we? Yeah. So we weren't supposed to change these. We weren't supposed to change these. These were supposed to stay the same. And yeah, this I think this is fine. And let's see what it did to the NPC now. If I check the NPC again, did it change them once again? NPCs, so what's happening under here now? What's happening here? So these got changed, yes. Okay, so I think that's because it's only a variant. So let's... How do we create like a new prefab out of this? So I'm gonna put this into the scene. And... let's... this is gonna be origin, NPC original. Put it here, and we're gonna make it an original. NPC original. Maybe it could be called like NPC black. Black robe. Alright, so now if we put it in the scene, what do you have on you? Now we're gonna change these. Alright, so now they're black. Save these. This is gonna be... I think we need to figure out a better way to do this. We probably need a better way to do this. So let's go inside here, and we're gonna change this now into the black. So this is gonna be the black, and make these 0. All right. But the problem here is that if we animate this, how does the animator know? How does the animator know which sets of sprites to use? It's just gonna change to the ones that we have set in the animator. Oh, mama! Oh, mama, that's the problem. Well, let's take one thing at a time. So now it should be spawning the right colors. So we should have a gray character and black. Yeah, so those are different colors, you can tell. They are different colors. They are different colors, so that's nice. It's not very noticeable though. Maybe needs to be cranked up. They're moving, that's cool. Moro Temeteus! How's it going? Mitä kuulupi? Me vetään täällä nyt vähän enkkua suomeen sekaisin. Sapi puhua kun palu. Mitä kuulupi? Okay, so what do we do about that? What do we do about that? So right now the problem we're facing is that we have different sets. So we have different sets, but we also have different sprites for different angles. So there's like the angles plus the sprites that go with them. So I need to have some sort of logic that changes. Like we need to track what set are we using basically. I wonder if we could actually just change the asset. So we have these library assets. I think they're like sprite library assets. And inside here you can basically, like for example in the head slot, inside the head slot you can have like for example we're gonna have like the front default. This is gonna be basically the hood from the front. It's gonna be gray, and then you're gonna have it from the side, blah blah blah, side default, and like this. And over here we also have like it's gonna be front black, so this is gonna be like the other set. And if we change to the black set, we are gonna be fucked because our animations right now, so our animator is actually changing these values. So if we're going north, we put on sprite X, for example. But the animator has no information about what set you're wearing, which I suppose you could import some logic inside the animator, like hey, we're equipping the, or we have equipped the black set, so then the animator would be changing to like kind of like if black set, if black is on, then we're gonna set it's actually sprite Y that we're using. But that's gonna be hard to, it's gonna be pretty hard to scale. So I wonder, can we change the sprite library asset? What if we change this so we have like the default asset? What if we change it to like the black asset? Can we do this? And then you would, like, I would have then the naming convention would be the same. But would that work? Yes, you can create sprite library asset that is overridden version of the existing library asset. I wonder, would that work? Like, what is animator gonna think when we change the library asset? Like, is it gonna crash? Is it gonna be like, hey, I don't know how animations refer to the sprite resolver. Yeah. Like, for example, I think it actually like talks to them in some hash. I think it's int based. So for example, if we take the animation layout and I am gonna take like this walk west animation. Okay, so I'm gonna need the other. I'm gonna take the other one, and we need the player prefab. Player. Alright, so here's the player. And if I take animation now, I should be able to... Yeah, so here's the... I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? So here we have... They are sprite hashes. Damn. So... It might work. Yeah, I think we need to give it a go. I think we might need to give it a go. Or we might actually need to do this elsewhere. We might need to do this in code. So in code when we change the direction, we also change the sprites. That might be a reality we live in. But let's try it. So basically, all right, so let's see. Can you Unity changing sprite library asset on runtime? Does it that changing sprite library asset in runtime? If the animation does not actually drive the value of the sprite field in the sprite renderer, you can always just use a reference to the sprite renderer and change the sprite. Yeah, so what this is actually saying is that I think we are currently driving the value of the sprite field. So if we don't do that, but we do a like only a reference to the renderer, then it could work. So yeah, this is basically saying that if we change the sprite in somewhere else, it's gonna be fine. If the animation actually drives the value of the sprite field in the sprite renderer, then you cannot do this without changing the animation to not drive the sprite field. Kyllä selja. Kaljakin. If you would like to change the content of a sprite library asset in runtime, you can either create overrides in the sprite library component or change the sprite library asset directly. If you'd like to change the sprite library asset being referenced by sprite library component, you can set it using the public property. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, let us know how it goes by Unity developer. Swapping sprite library assets. If swapping each sprite of an actor individual takes too much effort, you can instead swap the entire sprite library asset to another one containing alternate sprites. The following example shows how to switch from a sprite library asset of color sprites to another one containing the same ones in grayscale. You can try making another sprite library asset and then switching it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, for example, over here we have this asset, and let's try to create another one, and this is gonna be called asset black, and we're opening this bad boy, and I'm just gonna delete everything but the black. Hey, Darth is here, have no fear. How's it going? Main library set. Oh. Why does it need it? Why does it need it? Okay, so now I can't delete them. Yeah, but it doesn't let me do anything anymore. Local. So that makes it so that it is an override. I can't delete this anymore. Like, do I need to create new locals? I don't think this is a good idea. So if you replace the light versions with dark there. All right, so I guess we should remove the black ones from here. Right? Let's remove these black ones from here. And save that. And then we're gonna have the other one. How's it going, Darth? You're doing all right? Okay, so now we have these, and it still says that it derives from that. Okay, let's just delete this and do it again. So this is gonna be the black now, and let's take the default one. All right, now we don't have those. All right, so let's do locals. I suppose it's just gonna be still like head. Can you okay, so it can't be named head. Local. Should it be just in here? No, I don't know. Like what is the convention here? You override the inherited ones. That makes more sense. So I can just like change this to the black. Okay, this is big brain time. Okay, this I didn't realize you could do this. This could work. I think this is good. All right, so we're doing head back. Where's the fucking head? Where's the head? There it is. And then do it to the side. All right, let's do the torso and head for the test purposes. Where's the robe? Where's the robe? There. From the back. and from the side. All right. I just hope the sprite resolver understands the override logic with hashes. Yeah. This is interesting because I didn't realize you could do this. So thank you, Keeter, for being here. Okay, so now we have two assets. So we have that and we have the black. Let's rename this to default. And now we have the default asset and it should be in here, yes. And let's just create like a simple script that changes that asset. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go inside player. And over here we have the same shit over here. And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna go into like, I don't know, like let's do a new script. It's gonna be called outfit changer. You can just change the assigned library asset for the NPCs. You just change the assigned library asset for the NPCs in editor. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. But I want to see how it handles the animations. The animations don't really work yet. All right. Let's do a new script. It's going inside here. Let's do a new script. This is gonna be called outfit changer or equipment handler. Outfit changer, equipment handler. It's gonna be equipment handler now, and we're gonna put this bad boy over here. All right. Can also change the assigned library for the player. Yeah. I wanna see if I change it from runtime. Like, what happens? Like, there's no way, many ways to handle this. Let's do serialized field. So was it like sprite library asset? Right. And basically change outfit. Change outfit. And then we're gonna do the default sprite library asset. And sprite library asset. Can you do like this? Okay, you can do this. Sprite library asset. So this would be the black one, I suppose. So let's do black sprite library asset. No. Do we need to have like the sprite? We probably need to have the sprite library here. Yeah, so this is only gonna be the sprite library. And then we're gonna do like sprite library asset equals default. Yeah. Alright, so that does it. That does it. So this is gonna change it. Change outfit to default. And then we're gonna do change outfit to black. What's wrong with this? Yeah, alright. Let's try that. And then inside controller, I am just gonna do like, I'm just gonna do a meme thing here. I'm gonna be like Do default stuff. Outfit changer. I think it's like if input get key down is B public equip handler. Equip handler change outfit to black. And if it's D, we do the default. Alright. Alright. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's do a prediction. We haven't done a prediction in a while. Does outfit change on runtime? Yes, lol, no. Two minutes. And next we need to assign. So we need a controller here, and then we need the sprite library, which can be found here. We need the black asset, and we need the default asset. What do you guys think? Does it work? And meanwhile the poll is happening, I am going to change these into black as well. Yeah, Celia, sure. I put in some believer points, go loot it. What do you guys think? Does it work? It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. Nice, what is this? What is this? Kauna, Hemuli. Sweet, sweet. Looking good. Looking good, Celia. Looking good. I think Kauna is a pretty good guild name, to be honest. Is it a whole Finnish guild? Yeah, it smells like Vinland. Alright. Yeah. Is there any drama? Alright, the prediction is ending. I hope we have all the references we need. Let's see, guys. Let's test it out. So, I should be able to change my outfit on run. So, we have a guy and it doesn't... What happened? What happened? That's... What happened? That doesn't count. Am I missing something? Something hasn't been assigned in base controller. Don't get me. Bro, Cox and Ilpo. God damn you. Okay, so... Doesn't look good. I wonder what we fucked up. I don't know what we fucked up. I wonder if it's just the fact that the NPCs don't have them. Oh, no, never mind. It says that input key B is unknown. What? How come it doesn't know what B is? Input get down B. What is it then? What are the options? Key code B. Is key code B right? Yeah. Okay. So this. You guys, I know there's someone already like, hey, but this is you fucked it up. No. This didn't count. This didn't count. Okay, that didn't count, all right? And now this is for real. Now if it doesn't work, Brogax is popping the champagne. Now if it doesn't work, then I'm fucked. Okay, so does my character moves. My head is constantly to the front, which makes it creepy. Okay, I don't know what's going on there, but let's change the sprites. Boom. 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 Nothing works. Nothing happens. All right. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it. It didn't work. Lol, no. It didn't work, and I think it's because of the animations. Let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at the sprites we have. So what are we using on here? So we have no category. This is a problem, by the way. This is a problem, and that is a problem. But I think that's NPCs. It's probably NPCs just living their lives and not having everything assigned. So why are these? Can we disable all the NPCs? Yeah. Just delete them. So this is fucked. I don't know why. What about the assets? So right now we have black. Right now our asset is black. And I think our hat is actually black. I think our hat is black. Okay. And if I change it to default, nothing happens. Does it change anything in here? Now it's default. Yeah, it is changing the asset, but it's not changing the... Yeah. So it's actually kind of working, but it's not working really. Diggy. So you can see that it's changing. If I had to assume it's the animations. The animations are overriding them. And this is a weird thing that it says that there's no category here. Let's try to change that if it helps. So inside head. Okay, so we have that. Yeah, it seems like it's losing its references at the same time. What if I change this to black? Look. That's beautiful. It's working. It's working quite well. It's just not working with the animations. All right, so let's try this. Let's try something else then. So if we change that works fine and dandy, no problem. What if we go into animator then, and go into here, and let's put this animation over here. And what if we just remove this? What if we just remove this? What if we just remove those? And then we're gonna remove these as well. Now, how fucked are we? What do you guys think? How fucked are we if we do this? I think this could be the way to go, but we probably need to do some probably need to do some adjustments. Okay, so apparently it doesn't, there's nothing here. So I changed that, and then this. What if I just take these off? We probably need to do this on the code then. So we need to change the sprites. We need to probably change the sprites in code. Alright, so they're changed now. And this is changed as well. Yeah. And over here, what about this? Okay, so what happens now? Does it now let me change them? I have a feeling we're gonna get different... We're gonna get the different sprites now. But it's probably gonna be so that... Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, so animations are not overriding it anymore. That's cool. I can change them, blah, 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 blah. But animations probably don't work. So this works. But if I change the sprites, it's not gonna work. Wait! Wait, what? Wait, what? How is it working? Wait, what? How is it working? It's alive! So the front animation is completely correct. Yeah, I just think, yeah, it actually doesn't change the sprites, but it kind of looks, it looks alright with it still looks kind of alright. So that's funny. So you can tell all of the sprites are still front facing, the animations just change. Yeah. Okay, so it's actually not that bad. We can change the... Yeah, alright. Okay. That's funny. So it kind of works. Yeah, the animation, the sprites don't change. So if I want to fix that, we're gonna have to come up with a way to effectively change them. And I wonder if there's a better way than me just doing a bunch of serialized fields. I wonder if there's a better way than just like doing a bunch of that. All right, so let's think about this for a second now. So the assets are changing. The colors of the sets are changing, so it's changing the asset and it's working. But if I'm moving to different direction, it doesn't know when to change it. Yeah. So what do we need to do? We need to basically change the... So for example, if we are... so this is our character. And if we're going upwards, we will need to change this to the front. Can you try to animate them again? Just one test. What do you mean? Do you mean that we do it the same that we did? If it's different somehow? Like redo the same thing? I mean, I can do that. It doesn't take a lot of work. So I basically we just go inside the walks, and for example here on north, we just take this and we put record on. Yeah, okay. Let's do one swap. So basically on the head, this is idle. Let's take the walk. Wait. I wanna change this, please. Change this, please. Why doesn't it let me change it? Idle walk, front walk, fight, south walk. Why does it feel like I'm missing clips here? Why does it feel like I'm missing clips? Nice, Elia. Why does it like what's going on? This is south walk. What the fuck is going on? I don't get it. I don't get it. So we have idle. We have... So what does this look like? So this is... We are running forward. Fine. And here we're running sideways. Okay, so let's do it here. So over here we're gonna record and we're gonna change our head into side. And we're gonna change our torso to side. And right arm we're gonna change to side. And our left arm is gonna go to side as well. And right leg side 2. And this one also to side 2. Okay. Okay, and then stop that and do the front walk and record over here. And here we're just basically gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna press this. We're gonna press this. Press this. Press this. Press that. And there it is. Now we have two different angles here. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work, but okay, so we are animated. We are animated. And if we change... Well, would you be damned? I'll be happy with that. I cannot believe it works. I cannot believe it works. I cannot believe it works. Actually really cool. That's actually really cool. Hey, Lupo. Hey, good job, Keeter. That was a really good call from you. Really good call from you, my friend. What is this? Alright. Nice, nice little fey. This will be multiplayer? Yes, Lupo. This will be multiplayer. This is gonna be a dueling game. This is gonna be a dueling game, and I cannot believe we just cracked that. Keeter, you are MVP, Keeter. Thank you. Alright, so I'm really happy about that. Really happy about that. So now we have an effective way to changing the sets. We just changed the assets, basically. I figured it's worth a try now that the sprite library asset and override are set up properly. Yeah. That is actually very cool. That is very cool. Whoa, multiplayer is big and no for indie devs, no? Well, you could say that. You could say that, Lupo. It's a little bit of a threat, but it's a hell of an experience, you know? It's one hell of a growing experience. And it's the game I want to make, so it's the game I'm gonna make. But this is the exact use case for this was made for. Yes. That is fucking superb. I love it. I love it. So this is gonna make everything better. We simply can just import different assets and set them up in the libraries and just change the library. That's what it comes down to. This is very good. This is very good. Which version of Cinemachine are you using? The newest, I believe. The newest. I can check it out for you if you want. Are you a dev yourself? So if I'm going to my assets, Cinemachine. And no results for Cinemachine. Cinemachine, where are you? 3.1.1, there's apparently a newer version. There's apparently a newer version, but yeah, I'm using the 3. Volleyman! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Where are you from? If I may ask, if you don't want to talk, that is completely fine. But that is cool. I am happy about that. I am happy about that. So, now that I have that settled, I can basically create all the different colors of the sets. That's not gonna be a problem. Should we do it now? Coloring this is chit chat with Ame is cool though. Very, very cool. That is based opinion by Celia. Celia's been around here for a long time, by the way. If you guys want to know how long you've been here, you can type /followh and it's gonna tell you. So that's what we did. So I think I should basically go back to this one. We don't wanna like override these 4 years. Damn, son, that's a long time. That is a long time. So let's do a couple more of these to see what is the quickest route. So I'm gonna do a cyan. So we're gonna have this greenish blue. I think it's gonna be more of a blue, to be honest. So it's gonna be something like this. And how we do it is we pick it up like this, and then we invert, and then we do this. Is that too much? Is that too much? Poofed. Lupo's been here for 2 months now. Nice. Hey, good to have you, people. What do you guys think about this color? Is it good? Is it good? Is it too much? Should it be a little bit less opacity? Maybe like 30-35%. It's gonna pop off like crazy if it's that high. So if it's 20-25%, it's gonna be I think we want a little bit of popping off, yeah. We want a little bit of popping off, and there's the druid of looking good. Look at that transmog. Yeah, that's looking real druid. Like you know, that original what druid was supposed to be, like the king of the forest. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, my friend. Okay, let's do this. So we need to select and invert, and then we're gonna paint. Then we're gonna select, invert, and we're gonna paint. Then we're gonna select, invert, paint. Now that's the front. Then we're gonna hide this, take the side. Take the side. We're gonna select, invert, paint. Next, select, invert, paint. Next. Yeah, this is one of those things, guys. It's one of those things. Invert, paint. One of those things that there's gotta be a better way. But it's not like this is taking that long. Like, let's just say that, like, it's not like this is taking a lot of time.
It's just this grunt work. You know, like from Warcraft? It's like peon work. Work. Something you're doing? By the way, I tried to do the effect applying Krita, but couldn't figure it out. Hey, I appreciate it, Krita, that you gave it a go. I appreciate it. Alright, so let's do that. And then another one. And then the last one. Work. There it is. There it is. Alright. Now, we hide the side and enable the front. And we save this as a new project. This is gonna be called the... I was just gonna call it Turquoise rope set. And we're gonna save it as PBM Photoshop PSD, that is the one. And we're also gonna do it in Krita project if I didn't for some reason. Cyan is better. Yeah. Let's do cyan. No mitä vittua se oli? No mitäs nyt taas? So we have cyan now. Let's change the name now. So we have this. I'm gonna rename it. You're gonna be called cyan from now on, and you're gonna be PSB. Ja deleteen. Super cyan ropes. Yep. Now, is there a better way to do this than doing the rigging? Do I need to do the rigging for it? Keitra, do you have an idea? Do you have any idea? So I have this guy now here, and I can set it to 2048, and I can set this one, and I can apply that, and I think that should basically be it. Like, do I need to do anything else? Now I'm just gonna basically, what I need to do is I think what I can do is do a new asset. So I'm just gonna copy paste this, and it's gonna be called cyan. And I'm gonna open that, and we're gonna override. Let's see if we can find this. Yes, we can find this. So hopefully that's all we need to do. I don't know if it is. I don't know if we're fucking up here. But maybe we don't need to do anything else. So cyan apparently doesn't exist. We need to do the heads to the back and to the side, and then on the torso, front, back, and side, right arm as front, back, side, left arm, front, back, side, and work. Exactly. I don't know if those are correct. I have a feeling I've fucked it up over here. So right arm. Let's see if we have anything else for this back. I think this could be that, to be honest. And maybe that's correct, I don't know. Back default, front default, is this right? Suppose it is. I suppose it is. Alright, so now we have that. And I think we should be able to just do another one of these. And it's gonna be called Cyan. And we're just gonna do another method to test it out. And it's gonna be change outfit to Cyan. And we're gonna put it over here. And in the controller, we're just gonna do another input for it, and it's gonna be C. And we're gonna change it to Cyan. That should basically be it. Like, this is pretty fast development, to be fair. This is going pretty fast now. So we need to go inside the player. And we gotta add the Cyan over here. And that should basically be it. Let's give it a go. Will the armor item be a single one for the... Yes. So for the start, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna start it off with only, like, there's gonna be one piece of armor. And there's gonna be a weapon. So that's all. There's not gonna be a different helmet, or there's gonna be a different pants or whatever. It's only gonna be like a different equipment and a different weapon. All right, let's see. Doom. Oh my god. So you can explode. Boom. I think we have this cool little exploding animation. Boom. Yeah, so this is fine. It totally intended. Do you guys remember when I was like, I think we can skip the rigging part? You remember that? It turns out I was wrong. It turns out I was completely mistaken. Yeah. That's basically it. So let's see here. A new character. So basically in here, we gotta do the shit. And the shit is gonna be done. So that, let's see here. I think we can just go here basically and copy the... I think we can just copy the rig. Let's see. Did we do it? Associate bones. What does that mean? I don't know. It's probably fine. Let's just copy it. If you duplicate the PSP file inside Unity, does it also duplicate the import settings, including the rig? If you duplicate the PSP files inside Unity, does it also duplicate the import settings, including the rig? Probably, yeah, probably. But how do I get the new sprites in? Yeah, okay, so go inside here and into the skinning editor, and we're gonna paste the rig. Boom. And then we're gonna do the auto weights, generate all, and save. And there it is. We can disable these. You could duplicate first and then save over that file. Interesting, Keeter. Interesting. That could save me a few minutes of time if that works. Alright, so we got that now. What did it change anything? Does it work now? Does it work now? It does! It does! Fuck yeah! It's very washed out. That's probably because of the shader we're using. So I think we're gonna do some post-processing to like boost the color. That's what they did in the that shader totally fucks the color. Hippity in the sunlight, yeah. Very good, very good. What happens if we make the lighting different? So we have the lighting here. What if we change this bad boy to be less intense? So it becomes darker. We're exploding! Yep. Alright, so... yeah. But yeah, the guy in the video that we saw a couple weeks back, he did some post-processing on this. And I think he made it look better that way. But yeah, it's definitely becoming a little bit bland with this. The intensity doesn't really change a thing, so that's not really that. And we can obviously change the color of the temperature of the white balance, but that doesn't really change anything. We're changing the filter. The light is gonna be black. Is there a roughness value in the sprite shader? A roughness value. Let's take a look. So this is the it was really simple. Yeah, I can give it a go. So basically, it's this shadow lit. See if I can edit it. So here's the shader graph, and it's basically just taking some main texture, and I don't know much about this, to be honest. And hey, what is this? That is some coordination, my friends. That is some crazy coordination by Q Mezu and X Zimbi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you people? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow, Zimbi. I really respect that. We're co-streaming. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, that is some insane synergy you guys got going. Pincer attack. No. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome. Let me show you what we've been up to here. Nice to meet you all. My name is Ame. I am a solo dev from Finland. I started this autumn, and we are cooked. We're cooked. Like, look at this. I created this character. It's animating. It has this Don't Starve, charismatic, kind of funny but creepy vibe. And we are doing a lot of great progress here. And what we managed to do today is that we can change the set, basically. Nice perspective. Yeah, thank you. I really like this style. Bro, I was trying to figure out the new node shader graphs in Unity yesterday too. I gave up. Hey, I feel you. 100% I feel you. Sure, Stefan. I don't know what to tell you. It sucks big ass hairy butts. Yeah. Not like a fitness fit ass, like a really unshaped, unfit. Yeah, I think we should move on from the ass. Oh, yeah, I know. I got a little bit carried away. I hate shaders. RuneScape players, instant follow. Damn right. I have a fit hairy ass. Nice. But hey, looks nice, hey. Awesome. Good to meet you people. Where are you from? So I'm from Finland, and we started a few months ago. Our goal is to create this Don't Starve-ish themed or like art styled, so 2.5D sprite characters, sprite assets in 3D world. And then the gameplay is more like RuneScape Classic meets something similar to that. Romania! That's cool. I'm pretty sure I've never met anyone from Romania. Hey, hey, wait a minute. Is one of my favorite childhood memory songs, is it from Romania? The Dragostarin Day? Is it from Romania? I have a feeling Ozone is from Romania. Oh no! I knew it! I freaking loved Dragostarin Day. Like, I was singing the shit out of it when I was playing RuneScape Classic when I was 10. I was like, I have no fucking idea what I was singing, but I was having the time of my life. Like, I didn't know at that point that that was the peak life. That was like the peak of my whole life. Sir Stephen says that, bro, I think we're twins, or you stole all my ideas. I am messing around with the same idea. That's funny. Hey, that's awesome. Hey, Sir Stephen, copying and taking inspiration is it's a kind of a double-edged sword. It doesn't really make any difference to me. If you're doing a similar project, I would love to see how you do. I would absolutely love to see how you do. Please consider joining my Discord. We have a software and development channel over here, and you can share your project. I would love to see. What you're doing. Maybe we can help each other out. And I'm an open book here. Anything I learn, I can share. And chat is always backseating me and helping me out. So it's nice to meet you guys. And it's really, really great to meet Romanian brothers. Oh man. I think a lot of people don't know much about Romania, me included. So I would be really, really privileged to know about Romania. What do you guys? Is the capital? Is it Bucharest? I think it's Bucharest. Is it? I've been trying to practice capital cities. Yeah, it's Bucharest. Oh man, I'm on fire. Got like 2 out of 2. A little bit of knowledge. We're a small country, just Dracula. Yeah, Dracula's huge. Yeah, that's neck sucking son of a bitch. Dracula Sarmale Mayahi. That's it. Hey, maybe you guys, where are you, by the way? Are you game developers? Are you game streamers? Game developer streamers? Because maybe we'll learn about you. Maybe you're gonna be the next big thing, Yeah. So we're gonna be learning about Qmezu and Ximbi. Yeah. That's gonna be like right there with Mayahi. Hey, nice to meet you guys. Okay, so. What I was trying to say to you is that we created something cool today. So we've been trying to get this character working as we want. So for example, these are sprites that are rigged, and they're basically rigged into a skeleton. And we have basically done the animations to the skeleton. All right. And that's not all. This is done for the purpose that we can swap the sprites. And that turned out to be a pain in the butt. It's a big pain in the butt. And don't get me started on the butt again. But basically we have figured it out. And now I'm trying to change the basically like the robe color. So I have bindings. If I press B, we go black. If I press C, we go cyan. And if I press D, it's default. So I'm actually really happy, and as you can see, they are changing in runtime, and the animations don't get broken. So this is very cool. Very cool. I am super happy about this. And big thanks to our moderator Keetar for helping me out on this one. Now we can start working on other stuff and actually like crafting the different sets and whatnot. Right now they're only visuals, they don't do anything, but I think this is a big progress. Big progress. Ame is drinking too many Sprites, so he says I'm drinking Pepsi Max. Nice. Hey, really happy you guys came, and welcome on board. What kind of game are you making? Do you have Steam pages. You can share them here if you do. You can share them. And let's see. We should probably give a shout out as well. Let's do a shout out. Let's see. I'm gonna do Qmesu. You are getting a shout out. There it is. Go say hi. I'm gonna give them a follow. There it is. Nice. Lovely to meet new developers. Simpi and Mesu are very cool people. I really wanna go and see how they're doing on live. I'm just dying for more game dev streams. It's lovely to see what people are working on. What kind of games are they working on? Are they working on the same game? Probably, because it's a co-stream. Are there any links? Any like bits and pieces of information? I would love to know. All right. I gotta call it here. It kills me to stop here because we got a fat raid. But I gotta pick up my son from kindergarten, from daycare in just a few minutes. How does the co-stream work? It's probably Twitch has this co-star. I think it's co-star feature. You can basically have like a dual stream and share the chat and whatnot. It is like a normal Discord call. Okay. Links the chats. Yeah, I think that's really cool. It's actually really cool. I'm thinking of creating my own company, and I'm kind of like playing with ideas on my head. Like, do I want somebody to be there with me? Am I gonna be a solo entrepreneur, or is there gonna be someone there with me? And I think if I ever take someone as a partner, it's like I think I'm gonna demand streaming. Ame Holdings. To be honest, surprised Twitch made a new feature that is useful. Very true. Very true. But not too many use it. Not too many use that feature. But hey, if you guys want to see more of me and you want to learn about the project and the beginning of it, here's the latest video that I created. It's gained some traction. I released it 3 weeks ago. And it's got 3.6k views, so I'm really proud of that. It's made with a lot of love and memes, so don't take it too seriously. We're gonna create a new video probably early next year, or I think it's gonna go early next year. We're gonna release a new video, or if not, then by the end of January to showcase our alpha progress. Nice to catch you before you go. Damn right. Hey, I do stream every workday. So from Monday to Friday, I go live at roughly 10 to 11 a.m. Finnish time. What is the Romania time? So it's the exact same. Wow. This is rare. This is rare. We love you guys from Romania. Yeah, European, Eastern European Standard Time. Yeah. We never share time with anyone in Finland. Never. Not one. And everyone wants to be central. And it's good that we actually share something. Yeah. Helgeir is there. Good day. So we're gonna continue in less than 24 hours. I don't know. It's like 18 hours or so. So tomorrow morning we're gonna continue on Shadows of TUONELA. Yeah. Hey guys, who should we raid? Who should we raid? Let's raid someone. Let's continue to party. Do you guys have any favorite streamers? Any favorite streamers? Hold on, guys. Let's raid someone. I'm just checking the software and game development. Who's live and who's not? Who's live? We have almost 50 viewers. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please consider dropping a follow. It doesn't cost a dime. Jane Takar. Let's see who Jane is. Programming Hussy is back. They've got... by the way, who hates this top header thing? She isn't doing games though. but it's programming, so that's fine. That's fine. I freaking hate this front header thing. It's horrible. I don't have it like that. Mine isn't on top. Like I think mine changed like just a couple days back, and I already had it. But sure, let's raid Jane Takar, and they're talking English, right? It's English. Yeah, it's English, and I don't know where she's from, but we're gonna go there. Hey, catch you early tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Play some Path of Exile 2, play some Marvel Rivals, do programming, do good stuff. And we're gonna continue tomorrow. It was nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting you guys. Bye-bye.